good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the time you're watching this. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Kitty Fitz, and we're all about health and wealth and manifesting our dreams into reality. So on today's video, actually for the rest of the videos, I want to do a series of trying to be fit and also maybe losing a couple pounds, and then just kind of like getting back into the groove and, eat healthy and all that, basically like a fitness diary because, I've been thinking about it for quite some time, and then there was some times where I didn't work out, and then I did work out, and then I wasn't working out, and then I have gained some weight, lost some weight, and I have done diets and not done diets. So yeah, I definitely feel like my body has been through it all, especially the last year. Well, technically last year, because at one point I was working out a lot, and then I stopped working out as intensely as I used to, and then I still was eating a lot because, my body was used to burning it all off while working out, and then, obviously your body changes. So yeah, and this time I feel like I just want to get back to being fit and just figure out what works best for me. And then also, now that I've had the experience, I know how to find a little bit of a balance and what works best for me because, I feel like I have been doing it all since the start of my fitness journey from like literally 2 years ago. So this is going to be my third year of working out and, just having to go through the whole process, which has been really, really fun and amazing. I mean, it is so cool to see how like your body changes and how your mentality changes, whether it is good or bad, because sometimes, there's moments where you're like very hard on yourself, and then there's moments where you're not and you're just enjoying it and loving it, so yeah, I mean, obviously it's not going to have the bad parts, but that's what comes with anything. You do have to have the bad parts in order to appreciate the good part and, just all around enjoy the whole journey. So right now I actually want to weigh myself so that way we can have a starting point of how much we weigh. Well, how much I weigh. I haven't really weighed myself in a while, so I'm not sure how much I weigh right now. And thankfully my mom was able to buy a new scale, so I was happy about that. But I am gonna put down my camera because when I did try to weigh myself with the camera, I believe it ended up adding more. So I'd rather just, take a picture with my phone, which is a little bit more lighter. And yeah, so I'll get back to you guys. So I just finished weighing myself and I actually weighed 166.4, I believe, which is kind of crazy to think that I weigh that much because I honestly don't feel like I weigh that much. But then again, I have built muscle, but then again, I haven't been working out as much as I'd like to where I'm maintaining the muscle mass. So it also could just be the amount of body fat I have. And that's completely okay, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people get nervous about their weight sometimes and, having too much fat around their body and the fat distribution that you want to have, like the nice weight, like you want to have the nice fat distribution where, it sits in the right places and not like on your face or like on your arms, you want it just like perfectly placed. But, sometimes it's, your genetics do come into play on how your body shape looks like. For example, for me, my body is kind of curvy. I'm not going to say it's an hourglass, but it is curvy. So when I have worked out, my booty does tend to grow a little bit faster than maybe somebody else who's more top dominant, or like they're able to grow muscle more easier on their chest, the back, or even somebody who's quad dominant, actually, not somebody who may not even be like top dominant or whatever, but somebody who is probably quad dominant. They have a harder time trying to build their booty because, it's easier for them because of their genetics to build the quad. Anyway, so that's going to be our starting point because I do want to try to go down in weight. I want to at least be 130 to 127. Like that's going to be like the lowest I want to be, and then also just maintain the muscle. Of course, I may weigh a little more because of muscle, but the idea is just to be fit and to be healthy, and I just want to be a little bit lighter on my feet because, fun fact, if you didn't know, sometimes when you weigh a little more, that tends to...
Okay, so what I was trying to say in this clip before I try to even edit it and make it sound cohesive was that when you end up weighing more, you are relying on your feet to carry all that weight, which tends to cause foot pains or aches in your body, especially in your joint, because your body is trying to carry all that weight, which, don't get me wrong, any weight is a beautiful weight. I mean, love yourself the way you should. I mean, you deserve all the love in the world, don't ever feel bad for however you weigh. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
Let's get ready to go to the gym. I'm gonna be running today. I believe that's probably the only thing I'm gonna be doing. And then we're also going to be planting some produce today. That's gonna be filmed on something different than here, but I will show you guys my process here a little bit. So I actually got some stuff. Oh, so as you can see, I have like this little like water pitcher thing, and then I have like the greenhouse kit, and then let me show you. Hold on, it's because I'm holding it on both hands. I mean, I'm holding the camera with one hand and trying to show you guys. So let me show you some of the produce I actually got. It's not too much. I just wanted to start small and not get like ahead of myself because I want to be able to have the green thumb. So first off I got is sweet carrots. Oh, sweet carrots. Short and sweet carrot. So it's like cute, it's like little, and it's pot friendly, so awesome. We love that. And then next we got rosemary because it's a cute little plant, and actually it's a good natural mosquito repellent, so that way summertime comes, yeah, like I definitely get a lot of mosquitoes, so oh my gosh, this would be helpful. And also plant friendly, I mean pot friendly as well. And then next up is the summer squash, which I'm very, very excited for. And this one's also surprisingly pot friendly. I didn't think that, but it is. And then I got some sweet organic potatoes. Oh my gosh, tomates. Some nice little tomatoes. And because I do like tomatoes, but usually the tomatoes we do consume are ripened kind of early, so then they don't taste how they're supposed to taste, and you're not really getting the max nutrients you are. You're just kind of like consuming what, like the stuff they use to make it grow faster. So I want to grow it naturally and taste its natural taste that it should be tasting like, and not the rapidly grown tomato. So yeah, and then also because I've been wanting to do it for a while, and it's funny because I actually got inspired by the Animal Crossing game because I'm starting to plant produce in there. Obviously it's different because it's a game, but just being able to do it, it's been like making me feel like, oh, like I want to try, like I want to do it in real life. I don't want to do it just in a game. So yeah, so I'm very excited. Gonna be doing that later today after I come back from my run. So yeah, so let's get ready and I'll see you guys at the gym. Alright, so we made it, and I'm sorry if there's a lot of noise going on. They're mowing the lawn right now, but all the grass that's outside of this apartment complex. But so this is the outfit, and then look at the bra that I'm wearing, and this is like all the way up, but I mean it feels kind of good because your girl's on her period, so like the compression's needed. But this is a nice top that my mom got me. I like the way it looks because of the way how this is designed, so it looks kind of nice. But for being 166, I don't think I look bad. I actually look cute. I mean, I'm very hard on myself, so like it's kind of nice to be nice when I can, but it's not bad. Like, you have a nice body, but sometimes with body dysmorphia really just comes in and just like totally makes you think differently. So yeah, but I've been trying to be a little bit nicer to myself because it's very important. Don't want to be mean. Progress is still progress, even if it's just a little bit. But yes. And then I did my hair, put some gel. Actually, I kind of like the way this is like, I feel like I'm like Halloween vibes. It's like Halloween vibes right here. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, probably because it says spooky too. But let's get to running.
Never knock when the door wide open. I'm a dog getting lost in the moment. Shawty bad and she moves slow motion. Throw it back, bust that thing wide open. I've been low, but I can't lose focus. Even though I feel like nobody noticed. Can't let go, no, I really gotta hold it. Find peace and knowing that I'm recorded. She by my side like parallels, going round and around like a carousel. Shawty do it very well, even when she down bad. She too good to be so mistreated. Told her I don't want you, I need it. I don't wanna fight this feeling. It got me so bad I'm feeling. She too good to be so mistreated. Told her I don't want you, I need it. They've been testing my patience. They don't hear what I'm saying, like I ain't got you. Don't get lost in translation. They cannot penetrate this girl, we bulletproof. She feel like the weekend at midnight, wearing that dress and the skin tight. And I might get caught in a rib tight, but it feel way better on this side. So shots to the homies who switch sides. Gave me some much needed insight. Knife in my back like a switchblade, but no, you can't take what is inside. I'm holding my pride like I need this possession. Look in my eyes and you see the progression.
Alright, so we're finished. And it took a minute because oh my gosh, I was like tired from like running for a cool minute, and then I took pictures after I was finally finished. So yeah, so your girl feeling good. I feel like my body looks good. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. I like the way my legs look. I like the way how this is complementing my body, and then this, like, I don't know, everything just feels good right now. I feel like I'm feeling myself right now. But now we're gonna go eat. And I realized that I completely forgot to defrost the salmon patties I had. But fish is a little bit easier to defrost than like chicken and stuff. So yeah, but Also, I think I have some leftovers too. So there's a lot of choices to eat, of what to eat. And yeah, so we're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna get started on planting my produce, which I'm gonna be filming for a separate video. But you guys will see me film that while doing that. So like it'll be kind of like you're watching me record myself for another video. You guys know what I mean. But yeah, so we're gonna get that done, which I'm excited. And then yeah, I'll see you guys at home. So I'm just gonna be recording my phone real quick just because it's a little bit easier and it's already out and I have to like dig in my bag and I'm a little lazy right now. But so this is what I'm gonna be using. It is the Alaskan salmon burger, and I thought that they came in like packages, but they didn't, so I have to put it on the plate over there and just let it kind of defrost on its own. Normally what I do to make it defrost faster is I would put it in a bowl and put warm water in it, but that was because usually the stuff I get, they have plastic around it, so then it's a little bit easier to do, but this doesn't. So like I said earlier, put it on the plate and just kind of let it defrost on its own as best as we can. And since we're waiting for that, we're gonna plant some of our produce and kind of let that just chill for a bit. But yeah, and I believe this should have 20 grams of protein, and we love omega-3s because omega-3s is good for the heart. Sorry, my cat is kind of like needy right now. He's been sick and I've been helping him feel better, so then he's been very needy for me. So yeah, but he's getting better now. Like he's getting healthy again. So yeah, but yeah, so it has omega-3s and we love that. I mean, like mwah. I would normally use my hand, but I'm holding the bag. And my mom actually got this for me because, well, she loves me. But yes, and oh, and then the calories are 100. I know you guys can't even see. And the calories are 170, which is really good, especially for our first burger, salmon burger. And it's actually for one serving, but I am defrosting two, so that is technically 340 calories already and 40 grams of protein, which is pretty good. And then we're also going to heat up some asparagus as well, because my mom actually has some asparagus from Trader Joe's that tastes really good, especially the way how we make it. So we're going to use this, but because again we have to wait until the salmon defrosts, we'll be able to do this. And we also have some leftover rice, so we're gonna heat up that too as well. So pretty much we already have a whole meal planned, which is really good. And there's an equal amount of carbs, some greens, and protein, so that's really good. And asparagus is like my favorite. That's the next thing I want to plant next, so that I can have more of a natural, like organic greens growing beside the other stuff. Like I even want to grow lettuce as well. So like there's like a lot of things I want to grow, but you know, baby steps. And you know, I'm very excited. But yeah, so now that we're just gonna let that sit and chill for a bit, let's go and plant our produce. Hey guys, so because it's taken a minute to really get the salmon to defrost, I was starting to get hungry, so then I went out and got some turkey pesto paninis, well just one, and just like a regular drink, just the green tea lemonade, because it's kind of like one of my favorite drinks and I pretty much order, like the only thing I order at Starbucks. But I got that just to kind of hold me off. I did actually eat a little bit earlier too, because again I was really hungry, and then like I said, like I barely thought about making the food, like literally at the end. Well, you guys saw. But yeah, so I definitely didn't accommodate for the salmon being unwrapped like that. Maybe next time I'll probably put it in like a plastic bag and then dump it in warm water, but this one's on me. So I feel a little embarrassed, but it's okay. You know what, it's our first day doing this, and you know, we're getting it all, like we're getting into the groove as we go on. So you guys know the turkey pesto panini, if I can remember right, it does have 32 grams of protein. I'll check just to make sure, and I'll put the screenshot here so that way you guys can see. So I was really happy about that, so I'm glad that there is some protein in it. There is definitely sodium in there, and but the potassium helps lower it so that you're not consuming as much sodium as you would if you didn't have potassium in it. And then the carbs are kind of high, but that's okay because technically it's more like you're gonna burn it off anyway. You know, carbs are still good for you, you know. And then I'm not being super restrictive on myself, and because it is the first day of our fitness diaries, you know, we're gonna be just easing into it and not feeling like, oh my gosh, like I'm doing it wrong. So no. But the other meal that I had ate was some chicken with some asparagus. Actually, they were already sliced up, and that was like some leftovers we had. But because it was just a little bit of chicken and a little bit of greens, I was full for a little bit, but then I started to get hungry. So then I'm like, okay, you know what, let's just go and get something a little bit more fulfilling, so that way, like I said, I could wait for that. So it'll probably be a late lunch, early dinner. So yeah, but that's completely okay, you know. I mean, again, like that's on me for not buying it a little bit more ahead. Also too, I was just really excited today to just run and plant the produce. Like that's been on my mind. But now, see you guys in a bit.
lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers. I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. That corner coffee shop we like to go. Late night walks with you to take me home. With you I never feel alone.
Hey guys, so now that the whole planting part is done for my produce, which was actually really fun and I enjoyed it very much, I checked this and actually there's already juice coming out of it and definitely defrost, which is really good. It took a minute because it's actually already 4:30, so yeah, it's good that I did get the food already from earlier because it's definitely important to give back the nutrients in your system, and then also so that I could be able to take my multivitamin. And yeah, so I would definitely say this would be like a late lunch, early dinner. The other one would technically have been my first meal because I didn't eat until around 12 because I usually like to fast, especially since the goal is to lose weight. So I want to get my stomach used to not eating right away versus how I used to eat before, where I would just kind of like just eat a bunch of little things here and there. So I'm trying to train my body to get used to not having to consume so much, and also so that way it can use the natural fats in my body as energy instead of using it from the food. So that way it's kind of like a win-win, and it helps me out as I progress in my goal to get down to 130, 127, between that range. And of course, if we don't get to that weight goal, that is completely okay too. But you know, ideally I would like to be down to that weight. Anyways, let's continue on. So I was going to use some leftover rice, but I figured since we're already kind of cooking, already getting into the groove of cooking and making things fresh, I figured why not just use some fresh white rice instead, because I feel like white rice is kind of like a nice simple basic to have. So let's get it out. So we just keep it in here in this little container, and I'm just going to use 1 cup because it's just me. I'm not cooking for anybody else. And so we just have 1 cup. So I did use a measurement cup, which does equal to 1 cup, and I just put it in this pan. And since 1 cup is already a lot, we're just gonna put at least 3 cups worth of water, so that way all the rice can get as much moisture as it needs, because it is a lot. It may not look like a lot right now, but once it starts cooking and get bigger, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna fill up. Wait till you see once it's done, you're gonna see. So I was gonna use the sink water, but then I was like, wait a minute, I have filtered water, so we could totally just do that and just fill it up so it's much more cleaner water. We know exactly what's in it. cooking, and I'm very excited and happy to be done. Let's do a taste test on the salmon just so that we can make sure it tastes good, and then I didn't butcher it, hopefully. But I feel like it should be okay. Let's see. So we got a little piece. Guys, oh my god, it tastes good. It tastes really good. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. Oh my gosh. I think using the apple cider vinegar was perfect because honestly, like, I'm always trying to make salmon not taste like fish so much because, you know, sometimes it's kind of hard to get rid of that flavor. So yeah, I'm always experimenting, always trying to make it taste better, you know, so that way, like, people who may not like fish can be like, oh wow, this is a really good fish. Like, how did you make it? Like, it's a secret. Well, obviously you guys just saw what I used, but you know, I've just been experimenting little by little here and there, just see what works. But yeah, so far so good. But anyways, I'm just gonna end it here, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe as always, and I can't wait to see you guys in part 2 of our fitness diaries. And in that one, I'm also going to be cooking again too. Definitely probably might cook some chicken. We'll see. We might even go grocery shopping. Who knows? Who knows? So many exciting things. Very excited to continue this series with you guys because I feel like it's a little bit more different and also kind of like accountability type of thing for me. Don't forget to like, subscribe as always, and don't forget to hit the notification bell if you would like to know the exact moment when I post or if I post anything on my community page regarding any new announcements. Also, don't forget to follow my other social medias linked down below so that we can follow it, and have an amazing, beautiful day. Bye!